Hey guys, it's here bringing you another video. Welcome back to another high rating spectate. Today we are focusing in on Graves jungle. So for a number of reasons, big one is obviously I'm starting to jungle a bit more. So I was going to do a jungle episode no matter what, and I had a big think before I actually started to look at champions. Like, what champions do I actually want to play in the jungle? And obviously we've got the staple ones, Lee Sin and Elise occasionally if we need AP, and you guys know kind of the normal ones. Olaf I even enjoy, but I've always wanted to play Graves. Meanwhile, level 1 fight, Graves takes E. Invade is actually kind of happening in a way. Silas gets in, lands his E. Flash actually happens. Graves continue going for it, doesn't get anything from it. But you'll notice, if you just did in that fight, Graves has phase rush. So this is actually what interested me the most about this specific replay. Well, a couple things did, to be honest. But phase rush, so it just got buffed, the actual rune itself. So is that something that is obviously worth doing? And just to point it out, we are watching the... As for Graves, the world's third best Graves and EU West's second best. So it's kind of weird, but on EU West, in the top 3 of Graves players in the world, 2 of them are from EU West. Unfortunately, the guy that is actually rank 1 on EU West hasn't played a game since the patch, so there's no modern replay I could use. But you know, that's fine. I think we can settle for rank 2 and rank 3 world. Anyway, goes for red and then is going for an invade, which is a bit questionable, you know, but I guess both junglers has no flash. Here comes another invade. Kayn actually could be in trouble. This invade could definitely be worth going for. Kayn's going to go for a smite. Kayn has got nowhere to go. Graves, it does actually look like wow. Graves actually got that Gromp, I believe, as well. Got the kill, which then gives him gives him the blue buff, and now he's even stealing jungle. Now, I will say, this isn't going to happen every game. This is a specific situation that the jungler can get away with it. And what was that situation? Well, both flashes are gone at level 1. Obviously, Graves is a ranged melee champion. And I do say that because he's ranged, but he has very low ranged, and it's a shotgun. So, like, if, you know, there's something in front of, you know, the Graves, he actually can't hit the target he wants to. But he's going for another invade, and you notice he's not going to go for the red. I actually think the red would be too risky. The Kayn is on it right now, but he's just using the time to steal even more stuff. Like, the Kayn will finish that red and be like, oh, Graves stole this as well. It's just more XP that the Kayn can't catch up with. Graves now continuing his invade, and now he might find Kayn again here. Meanwhile, the Renekton was looking to go aggro. The Zac top lane, by the way. Renekton goes for a flash. Renekton taking a lot of tower. Double kill in essence. Doesn't get the kill, though, because of Zac passive. But will they pick it up? It's going to be close. Renekton with the AoE. Yes, they do get it. Wow. This is hyper aggressive, and it's really fun to watch. And worth noting, this game is Master, Grandmaster type level on EU West. So it's not low rating or anything. This is good League of Legends quality. So damn, dude. This Graves is aggro. And just worth noting, he hasn't touched any of his own jungle apart from red buff. Just remember that, everybody. He did his red buff, he invaded, stole the blue, or killed the Kayn for the blue, then stole the wolves, then stole the wraiths. He's now back in his jungle for the first time in like 3 minutes. So it's a really interesting playstyle that is actually, like, it's making me think quite a bit. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I can do some of this stuff myself if I am looking to pick up Graves. And, you know, the one thing with Graves, we said earlier, yeah, he's like a ranged melee champion, but he can bully melee champions, especially if they don't have flash in the early game. And that's what this guy is looking to do, and that's what he abused early. The Kayn is 0-3 right now because the level 1 flash. You know, the game isn't going perfect for blue team so far. The Silas has actually died 2 times, which is a bit worrisome. But, you know, top lane is quite far ahead. You know, some people have asked me, you know, what do I think of Zac top? I don't really see the point in it, to be honest. If you want an AP tanky top laner, like, there's better ones. Like, hell, Ornn is probably just a better version of Zac. And I know Ornn does a bit of magic damage and physical, so I don't know. Also, yes, by the way, everybody, that is a level 6 in less than 5 minutes. That is insane. Like, that actually might be the fastest level 6 I've ever seen. So, you know, like, everybody, like, junglers have complained a lot about XP. Trust me, I hear the complaints. I jungle a bit myself. But the thing with jungling, all it is, it's more snowbally than it's ever been. I know there's the meme, but it's like jungle difference, lol. That meme is true now, because the XP differences that junglers can actually have between each other is so large that it's really hard to catch up. But I will say the Graves deserves to be this far ahead over the Kayn by the playstyle. The Graves is 53 farm versus 15 right now. The Graves has been involved in 3 kills, got 2 of them himself, versus the Kayn has got 1 assist. The Graves deserves to be this far ahead, 100%. Now, what would I presume is going to happen? Well, Graves might look for the... well, there's actually a random Zac, by the way. Yes, that is top lane Zac with 8 farm in a Master Grandmaster game in the enemy jungle at level 4. From memory, the last time there was a Zac jungle in one of these episodes, it went a little bit weird. So yeah, you can see the Kayn is now spam pinging top lane like, dude, where are you? I need my top laner. And yes, Zac teleports back to top. That is bizarre. Meanwhile, a fight in bot lane actually is breaking out. Ezreal gets 1 kill, which is nice. And yes, that is exhaust Ezreal, by the way. There is this modern trend of AD carries taking exhaust over heal. I'd say unless you're a fantastic player, don't do it, like, genuinely. You have to be very confident in your positioning to make it work. Graves going for a gank. Ezreal gets the kill. Lovely Lantern as well to bring the Graves through to safety. And now they probably are going to get a couple of tower plates here or there. Graves currently level 7. This is nuts. He's also... whoa! Aggressive! Flashes on top of the Misfortune. Auto attack, probably then into ult. And gets a kill on the Misfortune. That is so aggressive. And then, for you know, measure, he's also taking a whole wave, a whole cannon wave, away from the enemy, from his own team. He is in trouble now, though. What can he do? He's probably dead. With the Ignite, he's dead. That is a nice shutdown for Azir, who is now currently 3-0, by the way. So he has to be careful that this Azir doesn't get out of control. Azir is one of the best champions, I guess, if you're good at him. And in this rating, he's going to be good at him. Meanwhile, top lane, Renekton gets the Zac. And yeah, 12 farm, 0-2. I just want to make the point clear. If I'm not mistaken, it might even be the same Zac. Let me just quickly look it up. Because, yeah, all right, this guy... so he is... yeah, this Zac, it's the same guy. It's a Zac one-trick top laner. Like, again, he doesn't play Zac jungle. He is a top lane Zac one-trick who has 12 farm at 8 minutes versus Renekton 67. What the hell is that about? I have no idea. All right. So the game continues. Graves' item build has completed his Challenging Smite Warrior. Challenging Smite, very good if you are looking to duel people. Obviously, the other one is good if you're wanting to slow them or burst them. Challenging Smite is good for extended fights, and obviously Graves is likely to want to fight people. And also, I think it helps you with damage reduction too, which is never a bad thing. All right, so he's looking for a gank, but he doesn't know if there's enemy vision in the area. You know, he's kind of hovering a bit, maybe even too long. You know, we've always said junglers in this rating and higher are never wanting to waste time. He has now just wasted a bit of time. Where's he going to go? He might go to mid, might do some farming. Renekton in top lane, a little bit in trouble. 3 people top lane. What can Renekton do? Can he simply get away? Flashes, and then we'll have the distance on the enemy team to survive, which is great. There is a Scuttle Crab here, so that is maybe what Graves is going to look for, or he even might wait for the enemy team. Nope, he's going to do the Scuttle, and then he's probably going to rotate top afterwards. You can see the Kayn. The Kayn is desperately, trolling desperately to get this kill. Q, any healing? No healing. Kayn has no damage at this state of the game. Oh, unfortunately, the Graves ultimate missed, but yeah, you can see how desperate that Kayn was. Why? Fundamentally, Kayn is a champion that needs to kill things in order to have a great game, kind of like Rengar, and he was 0-3. So in his mind, as a player, he's probably like, give me this kill, and maybe I can start doing well. And yeah, so he's desperate for it. He did get the kill, which is obviously not a bad thing. But yeah, if the Graves hit that ultimate, that probably would have been a dead Kayn and a live Renekton. Meanwhile, bot lane, they're managing to turn it around, which is nice. So the Misfortune does go down, but one of them might have died. Thresh might have just died, I believe, possibly. So Rift Terror being done. Graves on 87 farm, highest farm in the game so far. Enemy too late to get scout vision there, so yeah, he's probably going to rotate mid with the rest of his team. Izzy's probably not in trouble, if I'm honest. That champion, you know, very hard to lock down. And Graves is likely going to be using the Rift in mid. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't, but it does look like he's... They're caught at each other, by the way, completely. It does look like he's just going to be returning to farm. Farm. That does seem to be the main playstyle of Graves. And from what I've always seen, and when I've had Graves on my team, the difference between a good and bad Graves jungle is a lot of them will have good farm because the champion is just a farm machine. You know, just Q, like, look what it is, Q a wave, and the wave's nearly dead. You know, and the same with jungle camps. He's very good at farming. Meanwhile, Azir actually should be careful here. Smite goes down, he misses the Q. With the phase rush proc, Azir goes for a flash. Graves is gonna... Oh, he hit a minion! Damn, I think he would have got that kill if he didn't hit a minion. That was attack move, it had to be. Like, damn, that was really close. Nice kill by Azir, though. Graves got a little bit caught out there. And meanwhile, bot lane, again, is struggling a bit. Even though, as weird as it is, she's 1-on-4, the Ezreal's 2-0-2 of actual champion strength right now. Miss Fortune has way more champion strength. You can clearly see they are diving him for fun, and she does survive. That's just how the champions are built. The Ezreal isn't doing a lot of damage right now. He's likely just been finishing off kills that other people are setting up for him. And there's nothing wrong with that. Ezreal is a scaling AD carry. Doesn't have a lane phase. Practically any AD carry that's building tier, any champion that builds tier, is wanting time to scale. Tier items are naturally mid to late game items. Meanwhile, Graves roaming straight down to bot side, maybe trying to catch the enemy team a little bit unawares. Thresh going to go for a big play, flashes with the flay. Graves actually going to go for the Janna first, changes his mind midway through, and now going to go for the Janna with the flash, with the phase rush procs. Damn, phase rush does actually look really good, doesn't it? It enables Graves to stay on people. And yes, obviously he just used flash then, but he stayed right close to a Janna. That's hard to do. Alright, so Rift Herald being procced. Gonna go for it. Gonna finish off the tower plates with the Ezreal, share the gold with the carry, and then probably kind of... He's gonna continue farming, but it's also escorting the Rift Herald to maybe get one more smash on the tier 2, I'd imagine. But yeah, Graves 522, 112 farm, still maintaining the highest farm in the game, still stealing camps from the enemy Kayn even 12.5 minutes into the game, and now even stealing a blue buff. Azir 5-0, by the way. That is actually going to be interesting to see how they can deal with that. Renekton does finish off the kill, though, or Azir now 5-1. So all of Kayn's blue side jungle has now just been stolen, and now he just rotates on the dragon. This is what you call optimal farming. It's optimal stealing from the enemy jungler, it's farming really heavily, and it's getting all the objectives. This is wonderful to watch. Renekton gets another kill on the Janna. Again, Renekton as a champion, we have made even videos recently going, oh, there's not much point playing him. It depends your playstyle. Like this guy, he's 5-1. He's double the farm of his lane opponent with Blade of the Ruined King. He can get away with it this game. The problem in lies, oh, I'm going to play Jax into your Renekton and I outscale you at like level 9 if you're not crazy fed. I'm not going to feed you early. That's where it can get a bit iffy for Renekton. And obviously, yes, the new Blade of the Ruined King, the 12% health damage of Blade of the Ruined King, that does help Renekton a lot with scaling. Like, trust me. But it just isn't enough. Alright, Kayn actually picks up the red buff. Graves has a full wombo, doesn't do it. Gets the kill though. Kayn a little bit caught sleeping there. Miss Fortune dies as well. High burst damage comes out of the Graves, now building into his lethality. And yes, what does he do, by the way? A fight was kind of continuing. He's going to go farm. As crazy as that sounds. So Azir does go down for the Sylas, but the Sylas isn't really having a great game anyway. Graves now in the top lane, going for the tier 2. Not really sure much tier 2 damage is going to happen, if I'm honest. But he did a couple shots here or there, and is now going to go back and buy. Gold-wise, he has 3.2 thousand gold in his pockets. So that'll be probably a completed... Well, it's going to be at least a Yumu's and then a second half to the next... Well, actually more than that. Nearly a completed other lethality item as well. which would likely be, I'd say, Drakthar, Duskblade Drakthar. Again, Yumu's. Why Yumu's over Drakthar, some people may ask. Probably for movement speed. Again, he's running Phase Rush. You can clearly see that this Graves cares about movement speed. And, well, weirdly, he's not buying Tier 2 boots. Maybe he just doesn't feel the need to because he has Phase Rush, because he's now got Yumu's. I don't need Tier 2 boots yet. But, yeah, I think, honestly, I might do a bit more research because I'm not going to just blindly go Phase Rush. Did he do it because it's a specific matchup that this is good to do in? Or is now Phase Rush just the thing to go? I'll do a bit more research into it. And I'll just look up the really good Graves players and just see, is that what they're kind of going with? And again, I'll never pick it if I don't understand why. That's what a lot of people in the League of Legends player base does. Meanwhile, Yumu's going for the fight, lands the W, that's the opener. Misfortune on the back foot does throw a heal. You can see the movement speed is just making him keep up with the ultimate in the background, does get the Misfortune kill. Azir does pick up 1 kill though on the Ezreal, and that Azir damage is insane. Janna props both summoners. Graves probably in a bit of trouble here, does a bit of damage, but does go down in the end. Kane picks up his 2nd kill. Renekton now coming in, probably not the best idea if I'm completely honest. He does flash. He isn't probably going to get anything from it. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, he will. He will pick up 1 kill. Can he get 2? Maybe if he gets a good Q off. He doesn't yet. Nearly gets it. If Silas was actually there, that would likely have gone well. But alas, Silas wasn't. This game has been a pretty crazy one already, and worth noting, 160 farm Graves. 160 farm in 16 minutes as the jungler. That's impressive. And there we go, by the way. There is his Duskblade of Drakthar for the Graves. So now his burst is going to be very, very scary. And worth noting, he's not done anything what I'd call special. There's no like, oh my god, faker plays happening. He's just farming. He's going from point A to B, but he's probably in his head. And why it's going so well, he's planning it. He's going, right, I'm going to go there, 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 there. And he's optimally farming. If you're a jungler that's like, I'm going to go just randomly go somewhere to get farm, that's not very optimal, so you're likely not going to get much farm. Oh, that camp's dead. Oh, damn, I didn't realize. I didn't think about it. This Graves isn't going to camps that are dead. He's only going to camps that he knows he can get farm in. So, worth noting. And if he can't, in his gameplay, you can see, if he's not going to get gold from something, he's basically never going there. Enemy team looking to go crazy. Graves go for a big flash with high damage. Gets himself a triple kill. Potentially a quadra kill. Are they going to give it to him? Is this even a penta? Is that a penta? That's a penta. Oh, it is. Pentakill for the Graves. Did you guys see how much damage he just dealt in an instant burst? He one-shot the enemy bot lane. He then nearly owned the Azir in one combo, needed 1 more auto attack. And then, yeah, gets a Pentakill. I'll say, these episodes highlight that stomps happen in every single rating of the game. So if you're in silver right now, do not feel sad if stomps happen in your games. This is the top. I can tell you statistically, this is the top. All right, you ready for this? 0.068% of EU West. Put it this way, everybody knows I am not happy with my main account right now in EU West. I'm in Diamond 3. My main account is in the top 1% of the game. Top 1%. This game, this is Master Grandmaster, this is the top 0.068%. This is an insanely high rating, and stomps still happen. Pop-off performances still happen. You sometimes would think, oh, it can't happen in this rating. The players are too good on the enemy team as well. Nope, because League of Legends is designed that snowballing is a thing. It's really hard to make comebacks sometimes, especially now with the Dragon momentum. Hell, the whole thing about Elder Dragon is legitimately, oh, the team that gets Elder Dragon, oh, go end the game now. Like, that's the whole point of Elder Dragon. It's very snowbally. So do not feel bad if you're in a lower rating that, oh god, stomps are half the games. Yeah, that's kind of just League, especially nowadays. Third lethality item, by the way, purchased for the Graves, does pick up his Edge of Night, I believe that's called. Yeah, it is still, just in case they changed it. Enemy team might have been trying a Baron, by the way. Oh, it's not even Baron. They might be trying a Rift Herald, by the way. That's a bit weird. Graves is on his way, though. Massively strong. 193 farm, 20 minutes into the game. Not even 20 minutes. Good hook. Graves going off to the side, looking for a flank. Isn't actually going to get it off. He's going to land the W to slow the Misfortune. She is on the back foot, though. Gets a bit of sped up by, I guess, the Janna, maybe. Does flash, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, lovely snipe by Graves. Is Fortune going to pop her ghost? Already has used her flash. Can she get away? Most likely. Graves is spamming in. He's angry. He wants this kill, dude. Here we go. He's going to go for it. He is diving. Gets the kill. To get a kill on a tier 3 tower, by the way, as an individual in less than 20 minutes of the game, does tell you how strong this Graves is. Which is good. And the thing I will also say, the weird thing about Graves I've always noticed, you build full damage on him. He's surprisingly tanky for that. For a ranged champion that builds full damage, yeah, he's surprisingly tanky. It's kind of weird. So I'll say, then by the time that you see this video, in a couple, you'll be watching this video tonight. This upcoming Tuesday is another duo session with me and Vixie. In the comments in this video, feel free to leave champion suggestions that you potentially want to see me play. Graves Jungle is probably one that I will play myself, that I already know. That's why we're making this video. But yeah, feel free to leave junglers and top laners are the two roles that I'll be playing the most. And yeah, obviously it has to be champions that I kind of enjoy. But yeah, feel free to go for it. So 20 minutes into the game, Renekton's chasing down the Janna, picks himself up a double kill. They are now breaking into the enemy base. And this is also something that never usually happens. It's 21 minutes into the game. They could get all 3 inhibitors. Like, that literally the whole enemy base is practically dead at 21 minutes into the game. That doesn't happen often. There is a 16 kill performance from a Graves in the top 0.068% of the game. It was impressive. It was very impressive. High farm, 214 farm, the most kills. So, again, just an insanely good performance. It finishes on 14,000 gold. His enemy was on 6.5, so more than double gold of his enemy. Whew. And I will say, damage numbers, Graves did do the most damage in the game, but from memory, the Renekton was not that far behind. So, yeah. Crazy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed though. If you did, throw a like on the video, throw a subscribe, throw a comment. See you guys next time.